You are looking at new video where passengers aboard a flight from China will be staying during their time at MCAS Miramar amid the coronavirus outbreak. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Lindsay Pena. It's the latest effort to keep the coronavirus from spreading. So far, Chinese health officials have reported nearly 20,000 cases and 425 deaths. Here in the U.S., 11 people have been diagnosed. 6 of them are in California. As we mentioned, MCAS Miramar has been selected as one of 4 bases around the U.S. that could house incoming passengers from China. The first flight will touch down in San Diego Wednesday. 10 News anchor Vanessa Van Hefty is joining us with the first look inside those quarters and how other people on the base will be kept safe.
Yeah, there are 2 buildings here on base that will house those travelers. They will be required to stay here on base in those buildings for 2 weeks, for 14 days. That is the quarantine. And in that time, they will have restrictions on what they will be able to do. And tonight, the base preparing to accommodate up to 325 people that may arrive here as early as Wednesday.
This is where the quarantine will be housed, the consolidated bachelor quarters of Marine Corps Air Station Miramar, home of the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing and over 15,000 service members and families. Congressman Scott Peters was briefed today by the CDC and says he feels assured with the plan.
It's not like they're going to be running around the base. They will be confined to one of 2 buildings on the base. Food will be brought to them, but the number of staff who will interact with them will be limited. It will be health staff.
Miramar's exact role in the quarantine is still evolving, but their mission is clear. The quarantined will be screened multiple times by doctors and will be confined with no military contact. Anyone showing symptoms will immediately be transferred off base for care. Commanding Officer Colonel Charles Dockery sent this letter to military families, asking families for their patience with what he calls minor changes around the base. Miramar is one of 4 bases around the country the Pentagon chose to accommodate travelers who may have been exposed.
And the time frame in all of this remains a bit questionable, but they can tell us that the quarantine is 14 days. After that, if travelers show no symptoms, they will be allowed to leave. Reporting live, Vanessa Van Hefty, 10 News.